Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we're going to do a kind of a 2-for-1 should you pull. Been so busy I completely forgot about my should you pull video. So this is coming out after Rinoa's banner drop, but I'll do a quick should you pull on Rinoa because the banner's still active. And then mainly this will be the should you pull on Aerith, just so you can get my take on both of these banners. So we'll do a 2-for-1 because I forgot to do the should you pull for Rinoa beforehand. The quick answer for Rinoa, so Rinoa's got 2 banners. We've got this one here, and then we've got this one here. The Shantado banner, my quick answer would be no, you probably shouldn't pull on that one. I would probably stay off of that one, just because it doesn't have Rinoa BT. And if you want Rinoa, like that's the main thing you're going to want. On this banner, I would say the answer in general would be yes, because Rinoa is like one of the best DPS in the game. However, if you don't have Tifa, then it is 100% yes. If you don't have Tifa, then you can kind of, or if you already have Tifa, then you can choose. Because Tifa alone is going to be a fine DPS. Rinoa is also a ridiculous DPS. The big difference between them is that Tifa's physical damage single target, Rinoa's magic damage AoE. So it could be nice to have both of them. So it's definitely good to have both of them if you have the resources for it. I pulled for both of them, so I have both of them. But these are top tier DPS characters in the game. So if you want a top tier DPS, you definitely want some from Rinoa here. Vivi and Deuce aren't like mega worth summoning for. I just did my character guide on Deuce, though I do like her as a nice little support character. But she doesn't compare to other support characters that are already out there like Luna, Freya, and Selphie. They're going to be better options if you have them. But if you're like a brand new player hopping in, like summoning on this banner is good because you're going to get, you know, if you get Rinoa built out and have Deuce, that's 2/3 of like a very, very good team. And then, you know, if all you have is Vivi, sure, Vivi in that 3rd slot would be fine, but you might have another character you could plug in, maybe you have Core or something like that. That would work out just fine, right? Now, in this banner, Shantado's not really worth summoning for. If you like them, you know, if you like a character, they're always worth pulling for. And Shantado does decent damage. It's just that she doesn't compare to Rinoa and Tifa, right? I would say this banner has the better side characters with Edward and Realm. I think those are both excellent characters to have. But once again, I don't think you should go on this banner for just the side characters. And if you're already pulling for Rinoa, just stick here and go with that. Okay. So that's kind of my word on Rinoa there. So now let's go into the Aerith banner, which I kind of have the character set up right here, right? So let's go ahead and hop in. And basically, Aerith's banner, it will still have Rinoa BT. So if you're still shooting for it, I would say you're more likely to want to summon on this if you're still chasing that BT, right? Now, if you already got the BT, then it's going to depend. So this banner is going to have Aerith, Alphinaud, and Kurasami. Now, Alphinaud is a decent character, but he's a returning C90 character, so he's just going to be getting force enhancements, so not nearly as impactful as, say, the other 2 characters. So you definitely shouldn't be pulling here for just Alphinaud. If you pick him up on the side, that's fine. The one thing I will say is if they do have a sphere refinery during this event, Alphinaud, you want to refine a lot of them. Alphinaud is one of the best C slots in the game. I talk about his sphere quite a bit as a party attack C slot. So if they do make Alphinaud refinable, you want to refine a lot of those. I'm not sure if they will or not, right? Now, Kurasami, I'm going to say I kind of have a similar feeling towards Kurasami as I do towards Ferris, in that Kurasami and Ferris both pretty much have been relegated to as call characters, but during this upgrade of them, they're actually very good in the party. Kurasami's going to have like really nice trap mechanic. He's always got one of the best debuff mechanics that he allows your party to do more HP damage, which is why his call was always so valuable. But basically, they just gave Kurasami a very nice upgrade here to actually give him competitive damage. So Kurasami is another character I'm kind of excited to try out more in the party. Very good Ice Enchanter as well. Dude, this guy's probably the most valuable call in the game. I'm not going to lie. Like, I've used his call more than anybody else's. Not only for the HP damage up, but also for the Ice Enchant. It has a party-wide Ice Enchant on the call, which is so good. So, Kurasami, like, his LD is worth getting, even if it's just for the call. But, like, now in the party, he's actually pretty darn good. So, Kurasami is a very solid character to have for your roster. If you don't have that LD yet, it's very much worth it. And then Aerith. I really like Aerith, right? As a very, very good support battery, like, healing character. And Aerith with this upgrade now gets an FR and then has, like, once again, much more competitive. She actually can put up some very decent attack numbers for what she does. They make her follow-ups a lot better. So basically the way she's built from her LD is she gets follow-up, she does a lot of battery, a lot of healing. I'm someone that's a proponent of you never can have too many support characters. I love filling out my roster with just a lot of support characters. Now, I would say Aerith is worth pulling for, but you don't, I would say the FR isn't. And so what I mean by that is you could pull for Aerith and just go up to LD and not worry about the FR and you're fine. Her FR isn't anything like that you're going to prioritize over another character's FR. Like really you want to be using Rinoa FR, Tifa FR, stuff like that, that they're just going to blow up the game, right? Even if you have like a Roha, that's like a pretty generic FR to me. Aerith's FR conditions are okay. I'll talk about them in her character guide. But Rinoa is not really like an offensive powerhouse that you want her to necessarily carry the FR. But she's such a good support character that like you could just get her LD only and she's going to be fine. So I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to do on this banner because I've got the whole banner done. My Aerith is already fully built out. So I definitely could skip and just forgo the FR because she really doesn't need it. I got a fair amount of tickets, so I might pull for the FR. But I would say for the average player, like if you're really low, like you could skip this. Like this is a skippable banner for sure. But if you have the resources, I would say Kurasami and Aerith LD are very much worth pulling for. If you like those type of characters and want them. But I would say for most players, this could be skippable because once again, we've just had Aerith and we've just had, or sorry, not Aerith, we've just had Rinoa and we've had Tifa. Those to me are the big ones you should be going in on. And then we've got like other really hype stuff coming up, like Jack Garland's gonna be coming out, I think next month. And then like Celis FR, like I'm a Final Fantasy VI fanatic. I really want to go in on that Celis FR. So I don't know. I haven't decided for myself yet, but I might chill on this banner just because I've got Aerith already fully built out. So I would say if you already have Aerith and Kurasami LD, this is a mega skip. For sure, 100% skip this. If you don't have the characters at all, I would say there is value in this banner. I guess that's the best way I can summarize it for you all. So if you need the LDs on this banner and you have the resources, I would say go for it. But if you've already got the main LDs on here, I would say definitely skip this banner. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to summon on this banner. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.